I've bought myself the TARION overhead camera desk mount, and you may wonder why I need this when I already have the camera set up like this. It's only because I'm working with a small amount of space around my table here. I'm hoping this might give me a little bit more versatility and open the space up a little bit. The camera setup is also prone to pick up vibration, so it doesn't take a lot for it to move around, which is kind of annoying sometimes. So hopefully this is going to be a little bit more stable. I mean, it works, but yeah, it's not perfect. So let's have a look in this box. Do note, I got this on an Amazon warehouse deal, so I saved about £11. So it's normally about £40. I paid £29, so I'm kind of happy about that. So we got some instructions, but don't really need to worry too much about that. So the first part is the table stand, so it's got a clamp. And okay, it's sort of foam there, there's foam there, and that is sort of like a silicone bit there, so that will protect your table from getting mashed up. Okay, get the box out of the way. Got some accessories. There's some screws and an adapter. Okay, that's nice, and some Allen keys, right? So some extra bits, and of course this is the main thing. So it is steel. They say it's steel. I can show you the parts, what's going on here. Although on the Amazon page it does show you some close-up stuff, and there's a video there, so it does do a good job at demonstrating this. So it's sort of like those teeth are sort of like ratcheted, as it were. So you can move it around, you twist everything around. And just screw it there. Get some move around there. So yeah, it moves all the way around like that, and then you just tighten it up. So it's got some big teeth in there, so that should hold it in place. So those pieces here, they are held in by sort of metal parts. So that's nice and strong. It does appear nice and strong. So let me just open this up. So you've got three articulating points. And if we just also obviously twists, and then when you're happy with the position, you just tighten it up, and that does feel solid. That's pretty nice. That's rigid. That's pretty good. The page on Amazon says it holds up to 3 kilos. I've no doubt about that. It does feel, you know, like a solid construction, so that's all good. And I'm just going to set this up in a minute, guys. I'm just going to set it up and I'm going to show you what I'm going to come up with. So I've got a couple of ideas how I want to set this on my table here. First, I'm going to try and attach it to the table. I'm not sure if that's the best way because my table is not the most stable thing, but if this is rigid, if my table moves, the camera might move with it. So that's hopefully going to work, but we'll see that when I test it. The other thing I want to show you actually, because this is the part you attach to your camera on the end. And on Amazon, people sort of complain about one issue with this setup is to try and get a precise position of the camera. So if you're trying to line something up and you want it like dead straight, you might have a bit of problems trying to kind of loosen it and kind of moving it around in fine enough movement motions, because you can see, if I kind of do it from this angle, it might make more sense here, is when you move it around, you can just see each click is a movement, and that could be an issue with when you're trying to get something right, you know, properly level. But there's an easy kind of solution for that, but you will need to pick up another accessory. So I'm going to use a camera mount, you know, just one of these things, and that should just screw on there, and yes it does. Okay, so yeah, this is going to make it a lot easier to simply allow me to tighten it up on there. Okay, so I now have camera go on the plate there, and I now have a rotating ball head and also that movement there, which gives me so much more versatility to be able to lock this in place and then move the camera around with high precision, you know, to get the angles, to get just the right levels using these using the features of this ball head. So yeah, that's going to make it a lot easier as well. So that's the plan. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to set it up and see how we get on. Okay, well, positive start to this. Right out of the box, I've set it up on my table and I've got a excellent position. I was able to get it right over where I need it on my table, sort of center stage where I need it. And it is stable and it's sort of level as well, which is great with the help of that ball head. So I think that's kind of an essential addition if you want to, you know, make this work properly. I'd say I think you need it, you definitely need it, but I'd say it's pretty much perfect. Now the only thing I will say is because my table is a little bit wobbly, there's not much I can do about that unless I change the table. I mean, I wobble it a little bit, you can see the microphone is wobbling, and of course that translates into the camera as well. It's hard to know until I start properly testing it how much of that shake comes through the actual arm itself, because it may be moving with the table and it might not be, you know, might not be noticeable. Who knows? We'll see. But I do have an alternative which I'm going to test out right now because I can, because I have these things on my wall and I've got a C-clamp attached to that side. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically going to unscrew this piece here, whack it on there and see what we can do here. And I think this might be absolutely perfect for me. So I'm going to try that right now. Okay, this is what I came up with. So I'm now hanging it down from the bar and you can see it's straight down and I'm pushing it away from the wall using this camera clamp thing. And it is absolutely perfect. So it's out the way. I've got loads of clearance now under my table. Don't have the tripod that was in the way before, which was great. And it's like really flat and it's not taking any vibration from the table or from the floorboards since it is effectively hanging off the wall here. So I'm really happy about this. This is looking really good, really useful, and I'm glad I got this now. So yeah, there you go. And obviously with a bit of imagination, you can do something like this, and yeah, maybe you know, work it around your you know, your sort of situation and kind of get the most out of it. But this is really good, really happy with that. So I have dropped a Amazon page link in the description if you're interested in this product. But yeah, really happy with it. It's good stuff. There you go, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye for now.